And there is Floyd Mayweather. Game face on now.
The underlying currency.
Look at this. He's going to
wearing
play
a Mexican
Mexican Independence Weekend.
And wearing the colors of the Mexican flag.
Oh, you have to
And
love
there's
it.
probably 7,000 or 8,000 Mexican nationals here, and they're booing already.
He wants to engage them in a negative way to derive energy from it, to show he's not intimidated by the fact it's Mexican Independence Weekend.
Mexican Independence Day, every wealthy Mexican that lives south of this area is here. They're all here, and this man is basically taunting. He thinks that he can intimidate Oscar de la Hoya. This is his act. This is the role he chooses to play. But believe me, I know this family. He's a good kid. He might talk rough. He is a street kid. You got to understand that. This is a street business, but he's a good kid.
Well, he wants to feed off the energy that's the audience going against him. He'll try to play that into his hand. He did it with Arturo Gatti beautifully in Atlantic City.
Yes, he did, and that's what he's trying to do here. Look at the look on his face, so a little bit of concern. Remember, this is the biggest stage he's ever performed on. He's had a lot of terrific fights, but nothing in the magnitude of this.
And this is his hometown.
That's right.
He's playing into the Mexican crowd in his hometown because he knows this is Oscar's crowd.
Well, he won his first title against Gennaro Hernandez. He beat Angel Manfredi, Diego Corrales, Carlos Famous Hernandez, Jesus Chavez, Jose Castillo. He beat DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley, Arturo Gotti, Shambe Mitchell, Zab Judah, Carlos Baldemir. All, many of them world champions, I'll say.
Yes.
Many of them world champions. This kid, in his last 19 fights, actually in his last 20 fights, he's had 19 world title fights. So a lot of experience for a 30-year-old kid. Being wrapped in with 50 Cent. That's 50 Cent.
You know what? He wants to do it his own way and try to set up his own tune in here. So, all power to him. He had to find some way just not to sit there and let it be Oscar's crowd. He wants to address that somehow, and he did this way.
Never mind the fact that he's doing it his own way. This guy is a gifted fighter. Fast hands, fast feet, absolute phenomenal defense. He's in great shape, and it's all about speed. This guy is so good defensively, he just doesn't get hit. However, if he does get hit in this fight by Oscar, the difference in weight, the difference in strength, that's his family, by the way, can make a big, big difference. This guy averages 40 punches around. This guy averages 50 punches around. He actually has a higher work rate, believe it or not, but he doesn't have the accuracy. Now, in talking to Sugar Shane Mosley, Dave, I said, give me something that nobody else knows. In training, obviously, to cut off the ring, to catch the faster guy. He said, hey, Colonel, watch for this. Oscar's feet are going to be closer together because we think of his feet are closer together. When he snaps out after him, when he runs, we can catch him. If the legs are too far apart to throw the heavy blows, we won't be able to catch him. So we'll look for that.
So make his punches more compact, put some more power on the punches by putting it together there. That's a little inside tip from the investigative reporter over here.
Coming off a victory over Ricardo Mayorga. But in all honesty, in his last, let's say, 7 or 8 fights, he lost to Felix Trinidad, as you know, back in 1999. He lost to Shane Mosley in a 12-round deal.
Couple times.
Twice, once in 03 and once in 2000. And in 04, he lost to Bernard Hopkins. The crowd is going bonkers. Look at the crowd, folks. Nothing but pure electricity. Dave, this is not only one of the greatest boxing matches I've attended, this is a sports spectacle. This is sensational.
You know what? You've gone beyond the boxing fan to the average guy in the street. And when you can reach that, you've got something special.
It doesn't happen that often in boxing, but this is one of the very special days. They'll be talking about this fight no matter what happens decades from now. Both guys say they're retiring after this fight. If it is in fact a retirement fight, which I doubt, look at the look of concern on Oscar's face. All business. Did you see his abs in the weigh-in? This guy worked. Freddie Roach has him in great shape and knows the fight plan to beat Floyd Mayweather. We'll find out if it works. We'll find out if he can execute it. Can this man, who's the most popular figure in all the world of boxing, catch up with a guy who arguably is the greatest fighter in boxing today? Michael Buffer standing by. We're going to have this underway momentarily. Here's Michael.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the MGM Grand of Las Vegas, Nevada, Golden Boy Promotions is proud to present the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the World. Sponsored by Cazadores Tequila, Tecate Rockstar Energy Drink, Party Like a Rockstar, and Southwest Airlines. Brought to you in association with HBO Pay-Per-View. Sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission Chairman Dr. Tony Alamo, Executive Director Keith Kaiser, President for the WBC Jose Suleiman, WBC Supervisor from Thailand General Kovid. At ringside, the 3 judges scoring this bout on the 10-point system will be Chuck Jampa, Tommy Kazmarek, and Jerry Roth. And inside the ring, your referee in charge of the action, Kenny Bayless. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the world awaits. And this is the moment the world has been waiting for. Let's get ready to rumble! Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white, official weight, 150 pounds. A perfect professional record consisting of 37 fights, 37 victories, including 24 knockouts. From Grand Rapids, Michigan, the former junior lightweight, former lightweight, former super lightweight, and former welterweight world champion, the reigning pound-for-pound champion of the world, Pretty Boy, Floyd Mayweather. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing red, official weight, 154 pounds. Since capturing Olympic gold, his professional record now stands at 38 victories, including 30 knockouts with 4 defeats. From East LA, the former junior lightweight, former super lightweight, former 2-time welterweight, and former WBO middleweight world champion, the reigning, defending, 2-time super welterweight champion of the world, the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya.
The hair is standing up in the back of my neck, Dave. I love it. I love it. The stage is just about set. Kenny Bayless getting the assignment of his life, and he deserves it.
Okay, now, gentlemen. Trunks are okay here. Trunks are okay here. Now, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want you to keep the fight clean at all times. I want you to protect yourself at all times. And what I say, you must obey. Touch them up. Good luck.
Here we go. The most exciting minute in all of sports. We have the most exciting 2 minutes at Churchill Downs. This is the most exciting event that I've seen at in a long, long time. Here we go. Floyd Mayweather, undefeated, 37-0, pure speed, lightning in his hands, great defense. The Golden Boy decked out in red, all business on his face. Here we go. Round 1, scheduled for 12. The WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the World at stake. No shots fired yet. Floyd goes to work with the jab in the face. Oscar's right in front of him. Floyd showing his early speed. Oscar not panicking. Floyd able to get in there. Oscar showing quickness and pulling out. No punches have landed yet.
Now Oscar's lining up where he might go, and a quick crossover shot by Floyd Mayweather.
Oscar hasn't thrown a big blow yet, a couple of little jabs. Mayweather does what he does, just box, box, box. Tap, tap, tap. Now he's got him in the corner. He feints, he nails him with the shot, and the crowd goes berserk. Very partisan Oscar De La Hoya crowd.
Well, that left hook money punch, he tried to tap that 7 times. That's his shot. He needs to catch Floyd Mayweather with that to be the big factor.
Oscar not as busy as he has been. Remember, he averages in the last 18 fights 50 punches a round. He's not at that work output at this stage.
That was a good left hook by Mayweather.
Mayweather getting through more shots. Oscar's trying to land up something big. Line up something big. The chant goes up for Oscar. Electricity in this arena. Unbelievable. Oscar right in front of him, waits, trying to counter him coming in. So far, Oscar really hasn't cut him off. I see what Shane's talking about, keeping those legs close together. He doesn't have that big spread. Front feet get tied up by both guys. Unusual when you have two orthodox fighters. Floyd just able to pot shot him, Dave.
And look at a right-hand lead by Mayweather as he shifted over to the side. Just effortless that he was able to get that going. Mayweather is in the groove already. Moving, going laterally, firing hooks, and firing lead right hands as he circles. And he knows that De La Hoya is trying to throw the hook on him.
He feints to his right, comes back to his left to avoid the left hook. But Oscar's got a good right hand in his arsenal, too. He'll go with the right-hand lead now and then. There's some body shots, but almost smothered by Floyd Mayweather. Mayweather is so good defensively. It's so hard to execute against him. He's a tremendous, tremendous athlete. Loads up the right hand and it whistles past the belly button. Strategic battle so far in a battle that Mayweather's winning here with 15 seconds to go in round 1. Kenny Bayless says, keep those punches up. You see the time remaining in the first round. Oscar hasn't done enough to win this round. Mayweather has. He hasn't been able to land the big blow. That first from the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Bob Sheridan, the Colonel, along here with Dave Bontempo. Wherever you are, the anticipation is over. It's here. It's happening. A strategic battle in the first round. Mayweather pot shot him. Oscar trying to cut him off. Doing a pretty good job, but he missed that shot. Anytime he does anything, the crowd comes to almost to its feet.
Well, Oscar De La Hoya has to gamble, and I think he has to make a statement early in the fight, maybe by this round, that Floyd Mayweather is in for the toughest fight of his life. He needs to do that.
All those shots, just one glancing blow. This guy is so good defensively, folks. He might be the best defensive fighter I've ever seen. And I broadcast over 10,000 fights. That's a strong statement. Better than Ali. His defense is better than Ali when Ali was in his prime. Better than Ray Leonard. And when I say that, he gets nailed.
Well, this is the round. Yeah, Oscar De La Hoya is starting to gamble, and he'll walk into some hooks by Mayweather as well. But he has to try and establish a tempo. He was setting things up and eyeing things in the first round, and now he has to go after Floyd Mayweather and just see what develops.
Hey, listen, I don't think Floyd can hurt him. If I'm Oscar, I'm going to load up shots. I agree with you, Dave. Put your ears back and just go after him.
And also, you want to bring the crowd into this fight if you're Oscar De La Hoya. This is your house. You want this house to rock. So you have to go after Floyd Mayweather and try to get this crowd into it on your behalf.
Well, I tell you what Shane Mosley told me, Oscar does have his feet closer together. Two things happen. He can drive off his back foot, more power in the jabs, and he can cut the guy off quicker because he doesn't have to take exaggerated steps. So it's working. He's got the guy pinned. Let's see if he can nail him. Nah, he's too quick. He slides down the ropes. Oscar trying to line him up again. Sneaky right-hand lead, but he paid for that one. This is a tough round to score with 51 seconds to go. seesawing back and forth, the jab in the face of Oscar. But the jab doesn't hurt. He's got to come through it. There's a couple of body shots. And Mayweather knows how to tie him up.
He's setting up the jab to go to the body, which he's been able to do. Getting a good job on the inside here. De La Hoya has really done the job in this round as far as stepping it up over the last round and making this the round in which he has to make a statement. In terms of intensity, he has.
When they're on the inside, Mayweather's doing a great job smothering Oscar. Oscar wants to work on the inside if he can. I think De La Hoya's won this round, though.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, good left hook that time to make it definitive. That's a De La Hoya round in my score. All right, here we go. Round number 3. Pretty even fight so far. It's absolutely just as we thought. The speed of Mayweather, the power of Oscar. Oscar trying to pressure him all the time. It's Oscar who's forcing the fight. Sneaky right hand.
Well, he has to, and he has to make Mayweather fight under adversity for the first time in his life. Mayweather has never had to fight backing up and under adversity, and here's De La Hoya on him again, and his fight plan is starting to work.
He's backing him up. He caught him. He caught him with a shot. Now Oscar backs off, gives him some room, resets, goes with his own jab. He needs left hook right hand, steps a punishing shot. Oscar putting it on now.
Yeah, he's really coming through. He's firing through his jab and then putting the shots together. He's lining up, trying to be analytical, and then firing on Mayweather. Already we're seeing some things that have not been evident in Mayweather's other fights, in that he's had to back up and then fight from backing up, which is what we came to see.
Yeah, and that's very difficult. Oscar's been successful in backing him off. Don't worry about eating the jab, I say. Just take it and go right after him. Throw the right hand lead. Oh, he almost caught him with the right hand that time. Mayweather is so slick, though. His hands are so fast. His defense is so great. Oscar's doing a good job considering the hand speed of Floyd.
He's cutting off the ring much better now, making Mayweather go side to side, and he's on him all the time. This is the first time that you're seeing Floyd Mayweather have to react to the guy in front of him rather than dictate to the guy in front of him.
Good point, Dave. Excellent. Yeah, he's backing off. I've never seen this before. I mean, you'll see it occasionally, but primarily Oscar's really forcing the fight totally.
And this was that wild card element of the fight, and this is what makes the fight what we want to see. Can Floyd Mayweather come back and fight in this style being forced on him?
Now, Shane also told me that he'll throw jab to the right side of his face, not intending to hit him, but to get him to move to his left, and he'll crack him with the right hand. I saw him beginning to do that. See, jab, air jabs by his ear, and then get him to move to his left, and then crack him with the right. Remember that, folks.
Tommy Hearns was great at that, and he would make you go right into the path of the right hand, and then it was good night.
Oscar has that kind of power where he can drop this guy. We haven't seen anybody really tag him. But this is a pretty good round for Oscar again.
Nice that he cut off the ring and then landed a left hook sort of in a trailing fashion. He's done his X's and O's homework. He knows how he has to beat Floyd Mayweather. And in rounds 2 and 3, he's executed. So let's see if there's an adjustment by Mayweather next round.
Closing seconds of the 3rd round. Mayweather feigning and posturing. Oscar will have none of it. There's the bell in the 3rd round.
And you know, the numbers from round 3, De La Hoya 10 for 47, Mayweather 17 for 40. So this is one of these, when you're looking at the judges, are you going to be the guy that throws more punches, or are you going to be the guy who's more accurate? Usually more punches wins.
Usually, but remember, in professional boxing, it's how heavy the punches are. Now, there's no question, all the statistics of the past 18 fights indicate that Oscar throws more, but Floyd lands at a higher percentage of rate of punches. So if he's throwing 40, he's landing probably 35 punches. He's very accurate. Now, do the judges see the accuracy of what I call shoe shine punches, or the power of what De La Hoya is doing? That's the subjective way that they score boxing.
And round 3 will be the perfect example of it when we look back. But De La Hoya has the crowd into it the way he needs to. He's got Floyd Mayweather reacting to him, which he also needs to do. And Mayweather has to fight instinctively on the defensive, and it's a treat to have to see him do this.
The Golden Boy on the assault in the red trunks. Floyd in the colors of the Mexican flag to surprise everybody, and Cinco de Mayo. Who would have dreamed that he'd come out with the Mexican colors? And the WBC logo, which is based in Mexico City under the tutelage of President Suleiman and his son Mauricio Suleiman. This is round number 4, scheduled of course for 12. Mayweather, is he doing enough? He's accurate with the punches he throws. Oscar continues to pressure.
This is a ring being cut off by De La Hoya. You'll see the left hook by Mayweather, then Oscar De La Hoya is on him. Whether these land a lot or not, he's firing that hook.
Mayweather just smiles at him and takes a whack at him on the inside. Then he says, come on in here. Oscar's not intimidated by this guy whatsoever. Mayweather seems to be having fun with Oscar. Now he comes back. Now he lines up and Oscar backs up. There's the hand speed of Floyd. And he measures him with that left hand. He sticks it out. Again, that punch is blocked. A lot of punches being thrown by Floyd are being blocked by Oscar. Oscar's got a terrific fight plan. That one wasn't blocked.
And now, though, with what Mayweather's doing, he got De La Hoya off him with these last 8 punches. He turned the momentum of the round around with De La Hoya on him. Well, now he's firing off first, and he stopped De La Hoya from coming right through him.
De La Hoya has got to keep the pressure. It's all about pressure and power for him. For Mayweather, it's about speed, elusiveness, and defense, and accuracy of punching. And it's playing out just that way. I think Oscar won the 4th round, though. And the judges seeing that 7 or 8 punches to the body, there wasn't a heck of a lot difference, 10-pound difference in weight at this particular day. There was 4 pounds at the weigh-in, but you know Oscar would put on 5 or 6 or 7 pounds overnight, where Floyd would probably put on 4. So there could be as much as a 10 or 12-pound difference. And those body shots, as we get through 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, may begin to take a toll. It's too early to be predicting any of that right now, because Floyd really hasn't opened up yet. He hasn't been offensive-minded yet.
Power shots 33-29 in favor of Mayweather through the 4 rounds. So they've been able to load up in equal measure as we get into the second third of the fight.
See, a lot of those punches there, those hooks are being blocked in the back of the gloves. And I don't know if the guys at CompuBox score that as a hit or a score or what, but those are being blocked. The judges don't count that.
Right. Now, watch the Mayweather hook. When he's been able to walk through guys, he'll throw the hook, and then he'll follow up with the right hand. Here, when he throws the hook, De La Hoya cuts off the ring and comes back at him.
Now, that time, Oscar threw a series of punches, and nothing really landed. Mayweather is so slick defensively. This kid impresses me so much. He is a terrific, terrific fighter. There's the right hand lead. Oscar a little bit squared up, but he's in that position, folks, because he doesn't want this guy to run. He wants him engaged in the center of the ring if he can. Floyd's having his best round since the 1st round, by the way. There he is, pot shot on Oscar. Nice right hand. Good left hook. Oscar taking a few shots in this 5th round. This is a very good round for Mayweather.
Oh, he really rocked Oscar coming in.
Yeah, he did. He caught him with a good right hand. I don't think he's got the power to drop him, but he certainly got his attention with that right hand. Nice fast pace to this fight. This is a terrific round for Mayweather. If Oscar did in fact get it 2, 3, and 4 in the judges' score sheet, he's not getting this round. There's the right hand lead. Oscar's not putting the pressure on him as much as he was. Now he tries it, goes to the body, back upstairs, chopping right hand, caught him again.
And good shots by De La Hoya.
Yeah. Does it even up the round? Right back comes Floyd. Good right hand, 2 good right hands by Mayweather. Boy, this is a really, really good fight. Really interesting. Seesaw, back and forth. 2 tremendous athletes. Oscar doesn't have the hand speed, but he has the power.
Oh, he got drilled again.
Oh, yeah. Now, based on heavy blows this time, this round is definitely, in my opinion, with 10 seconds to go, a Mayweather round, which makes it almost dead even the fight. Oscar getting beat to the punch right now. That's a Mayweather round.
Let's see now what happens.
This fight is almost dead even. Too close to call after 5. Floyd has picked up the pace in the last couple of rounds. Ever since that series of shots to the body a couple of rounds ago, it's sort of got an adrenaline flow going for Floyd Mayweather. Nice uppercut, snaps the head of Oscar. Oscar continues to come forward, but he better be throwing. You know, he enters that kill zone where he can be counted. We talk about that. You got to throw. See, he came in that time without throwing, and this guy is so quick and so defensive that he can nail him with shots if you're not throwing.
Mayweather has adjusted to De La Hoya coming in on him, and he's firing off first, even as De La Hoya is attacking him. So now De La Hoya has to somehow get through without getting hit, and he sure does try to maximize right there.
Well, those body shots, considering that they both have six-pack abs, it's going to take a while before those body shots take any effect. They're in too good a shape, both of these guys, for body shots at this stage of the fight to be taking any toll. Sometimes, if you're not quite in the kind of shape that they're in, it'll take a big toll on you. If I were Oscar, I'm going head-hunting right now.
De La Hoya is saying that Mayweather has all the momentum here. To take it away, he has to start getting off first.
Remember, with the Mayorga, it was a body shot that caused the knockout, but that was right on top of the liver. Mayorga, while he's awkward, nowhere near as skilled a gifted fighter as this guy.
We're seeing Mayweather trying to load up the right hand just as he did at this point of the fight against Gatti and against other guys. He is starting to feel it with the right hand. He is trying to put more into his right hand. And so, if De La Hoya misses him, the penalty will be bigger on the inside because Mayweather is lining up that right hand. Oscar De La Hoya got there first that time.
With a nice right hand, but it didn't take any steam out of the legs of Mayweather. They're both in such magnificent shape. What kind of sledgehammer shot is it going to take for it to really take a toll? It's going to have to be an accumulation of punches. And Oscar does have a tendency in later rounds sometimes to wilt. But will he against this guy? Remember, the pace of this fight, folks, is very, very fast. Oscar's, 4 years older, been in a lot of tough fights. Mayweather, this is his biggest stage ever. And he's performing admirably. I think he's winning this 6th round.
And this is the most he's ever been hit. And he's still standing up well. Coming back and loading up the right hand. And both guys are coming with guts and intensity. It's the type of effort that we would expect from each guy, and they're delivering it.
Oscar really didn't land much of anything. He had one pretty good shot there. But Mayweather outboxing him now as the bell ends the 6th round. So if you're watching us, hello everybody here in Las Vegas. This place sold out. The Thomas and Mack Center's got 20,000 people in it. This is round number 7. De La Hoya in red. Mayweather, red, white, and green, the Mexican flag colors. Red, white, and green shoes. It's Cinco de Mayo, a big Mexican holiday. So he's trying to capitalize on it. Tried to win some fans over by doing that, but he didn't. Here's Oscar, caught him with the right hand.
And here he is getting off first again.
This is what Oscar has to do. Floyd just smiles at him, and Oscar says, "You won't smile at this." Kenny Baylor's doing a terrific job in his biggest stage, too. Well, a big night for a referee, and Kenny has really earned it. I'm glad he's got it, and he's doing a great job. Not interfering with the fight at all, yet keeping it clean. Floyd with the hand speed crashes to the back of the skull.
Mayweather took the first minute of the round off and let De La Hoya build a big lead in the round. So let's see now how it plays out.
He's so skilled, Dave. The guy amazes me. I mean, I love Oscar because he's such a big star and he's great for boxing. But this kid is sensational. What a fighter is Mayweather. He's just phenomenal. Look at him smiling. He loves it. Look at him grinning. He's took the first minute off. He's not doing enough offensively to win this round.
No, he's basically letting De La Hoya come at him the entire round. And yeah, maybe he'll try to steal it at the end, but this has been De La Hoya's round. And, you know, maybe each guy will have to take one of these throughout the next 6 rounds. And perhaps Mayweather just decided this one is his. But this is a very good-looking De La Hoya here in round 7.
With a minute to go in round number 7. Oscar having a good 7th round. Jab, jab, his Floyd right back. Kenny says keep him up. 2 good body shots, borderline by Floyd. Oscar goes downstairs looking to throw the right hand. Bang, bang. He doesn't get in too tight and isn't able to unload it. He's got to watch himself coming back. Kenny has him break clean. Oscar sees continues to enter without throwing. I don't like that. I think it's dangerous for Floyd. He can counter him here.
Well, you want to be jabbing your way in because, you know, Mayweather has been loading up on that right hand, but this is a round that he decided to fight in spurts, and this is a easy round for De La Hoya.
Well, it's certainly a good round with 10 seconds to go. Oscar wants to put an exclamation point on it, and he's doing that. Floyd was doing all the grinning and fooling around. He gave this round away as the bell De La Hoya by 1 point. Very unofficial because there's a lot of close rounds here. 2 different style fighters, the counterpuncher with the speed and the guy with a little bit more power out of the judge's way, the close round where one guy's got a little bit more power. But the punch stats don't seem to add up with what I'm seeing.
No, well, they're giving you numbers. They will not give you intensity, and that's what is going to decide this. So, yeah, De La Hoya is firing much more. The punches landed are about the same, but if that's the way it ends up, the edge usually goes to the guy that throws more.
Well, Oscar, as I said, in his last 18 fights has been averaging 50 punches a round, and Mayweather averages 40 in his last 18 fights. But Mayweather lands more. Look at this! Oscar on the assault. Mayweather stays flat-footed instead of sliding down the ropes and getting out of there. His cockiness is not the best way to fight this guy.
Yeah, you know, we're used to seeing him on the outside dictating the pace. Here he has to react, and you knew that if De La Hoya could get him into that position, it would be a negative that he would have to overcome. And he's battling with that.
Well, Oscar again is making the mistake of allowing him to come in the kill zone without throwing. I know he wants to counter him and catch him coming in with either the left hook or a straight right hand, but and that's partially blocked. Those punches are all partially blocked. They look good from afar, but up here they're not that good.
You have nothing wrong with jabbing your way in. You can still try to counter the guy. Get the jab in first, establish position, and then try to go from there. Because to take a chance that you'll block Mayweather's right hand as you're getting tired is a low percentage move as the fight goes along.
Yeah, we're in the 8th round now, and remember, Oscar does have a history of getting tired sometimes in the late rounds. I don't believe that's going to happen tonight because he's in the best shape I've ever seen him in. That's for sure. He's in great shape. Now the chant go up for Oscar. Oscar still having a good 8th round. Floyd not doing enough now. See, these punches are being blocked. They look nice from afar, but they're far from nice. You know what I mean?
Right.
They look good. They look pretty. If Oscar doesn't make the mistake, see, make the mistake again of lingering in the kill zone.
And then he pays twice.
And he pays for it twice. He's got to get in and get out. And also, I don't like the angles he's coming in. Too straight ahead. He needs to work out the shoulders a little bit more. But, of course, the problem is he has to cut him off. So he's probably satisfied when he's got him in his sights right in front of him. So, I mean, that's a minute point.
Well,
see the angle? Yeah, go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, now Mayweather was able to dance out that time. In many other rounds in this fight, De La Hoya cornered him and made him pay for it. There you saw Mayweather dance out of difficulty.
This is a close round, but I think Oscar's won it. What do you think?
I agree. Good round there.
I gave him the round. I mean, he's winning the inside game, and he just needs to do more of it. Oscar looks like he's got a second win now. You see the head bobbing back and forth? Head bobbing back and forth. Remember Larry Holmes, and you see his head go back and forth? You know we got a second win. I think Oscar's got it. You're keeping the pressure on him. Oscar's winning the inside fight game. The only mistake that he's making is he's not always throwing when he's coming in. When he does, he scores. Fast hands of Floyd.
Again, we're seeing Mayweather backing up because of De La Hoya. And as you're watching this, it's De La Hoya throwing more, Mayweather being more accurate. They've been true to that script. If you had to give me a choice, I'd rather have the higher attempted numbers when push came to shove. And that would favor De La Hoya right now. He's the one getting off first over the last 4 to 5 rounds of this fight.
Why hasn't Floyd opened up more? It seems like when he opens up and starts throwing a lot of punches, even though a lot of them you know, we talk about his accuracy. His punches have been, a lot of them are being blocked. Oscar's trained well for this guy, and because he trained against the hand speed of Shane Mosley. Now, here's a pretty good 15 seconds for Mayweather.
And Mayweather has not often had to work to find openings throughout his career. His natural speed and quickness would allow him to dictate from whatever angle it was, and then he would land a counter shot and take over a fight, as he did against Gatti and so many others. But here, against Oscar De La Hoya, he lands one punch. De La Hoya is still there. He's got to work again. He's backing up, and he's not the one making the fight, and this could cost him on the cards at the end about that effective aggression, perceived aggression. These intangibles, they start to weigh.
Well, Oscar needed just this, another one of these flurries. It seems like he gets one or two of these off every round, and in close rounds, while Mayweather continues to smile, there's a more serious look in his face right now, because Oscar caught him with a pretty good shot on the inside. This kid's a great athlete, though. See that? Oscar's breaking a lot of those punches with the back of his left glove. Well, that's a good right-hand body shot. Again, Oscar lingering in the kill zone. See what happens? Every time when he lingers, he gets hit. He's lingering in the kill zone. He gets hit.
Hey, you know what he should do?
Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, is that when he lands a good flurry, then he should start moving side to side, because why give it back? You just landed a nice flurry. You scored well with the judges. Why give Floyd Mayweather a chance to get it back? Make him come to you.
Yeah. And you know, see, that time he's all right. When he's throwing, when he enters the kill zone, he's fine, because he gets to the body. And this is the flurry he needs.
Watch your hands. Watch your hands.
Denny Bayless warning about that. I don't know. I think De La Hoya's won this round, too. I just don't think Floyd has landed enough heavy blows, and so many of these punches are being blocked. Remember, this is a guy who's known for accuracy.
Oscar's punches compared to 99 for De La Hoya. It doesn't look that way.
I don't believe it. I don't believe that.
It does not look that way.
I don't believe that
punches have been De La Hoya's.
I don't believe that stat. They're talking about punches landing on his gloves. Those aren't clean hits. And remember, the way you judge a fight, effective aggressiveness, clean hits, and defense, right?
Yep.
And I don't think that all those punches that they're scoring landing are clean hits. In fact, I know they're not. And I know what I'm seeing here.
The other element is that Mayweather's countering, and that's tough to win that way with the judges. But De La Hoya, is he starting to get inside his head?
I think so. Puffiness by the right eye of Floyd Mayweather now. Oscar totally focused. Again, he makes a mistake, waltzing into the kill zone without throwing, and he pays. Every time, although, you know, he's doing a pretty good job blocking these too, Dave. It's hard. That one gets through.
He still doesn't want to be straight in front of Floyd Mayweather if he's going to linger in the kill zone. Well, you know, get a parking ticket and get out of there, because he doesn't want to be right in front. He needs the angles if he's going to be in there.
Now remember, when fatigue sets in, your mind makes mistakes. Your mind gets a little lazy. It doesn't focus as well, and that could be the case for Oscar as we go through 10, 11, and 12. He's got to stay focused. Again, coming into the kill zone without throwing. He's going to get countered. The jab out, right hand. See that every time. But they're not landing on him. He's catching him on the gloves. So how do you score that? See, Floyd is throwing a lot more. And see, again, walked into the kill zone without throwing and get nailed.
That's fatigue now for Oscar De La Hoya, because earlier in the fight, he was on him when he did that.
Well, Floyd's winning this round, which tightens this thing up even more. With 1 minute and 11 seconds to go in the 10th round. This is a tremendously strategic battle of two great athletes. Folks, you're watching history. A throwback fight? No, this is present-day boxing. Boxing's dead, forget about it. Boxing's here, it's always been here, and this is just an example of a terrific, terrific sporting event. Mayweather having his best round in 3 or 4. Oscar continues to make the mistake of coming into the kill zone without throwing. He didn't have to pay that time, but he will, and he does. His arms are slowed down considerably. Oscar needs one of those flurries in the corner. We haven't had one in this round. I'll tell you this, it looks to me like Mayweather's got his second win now.
Yeah, and for Oscar De La Hoya, he'll have to summon something up in these last couple rounds. You don't want to have that wilting fade as you go into the scorecards. You want to have some momentum.
Dave, you notice another thing? Oscar's legs are separating more, too. Remember, Shane said he wanted to keep his legs closer together. but his legs are far apart. You see what's happening? He can't reach him when his legs are far apart.
He's tired too.
That's a Mayweather round.
That's why his feet are far apart now. Let's see if they get him to tighten up.
I'd like to listen to Freddie and hear what he has to say.
2 good rounds. 11 rounds coming up. Don't get wild.
96-94 unofficially with 2 rounds really too close to call. It could be dead even right now. This fight is close.
6 minutes, huh? 11 rounds.
Listen, you beating me, bro.
Give him credit for coming forward.
He
Stay
ain't
out the road. He ain't doing shit.
Roger Mayweather, Rafael Garcia, Leonard Ellaby, Nate Jones. Look at this, Davey.
And Floyd Mayweather landing good shots.
Boom.
Perfect big shot. Nice power. He had the definitive blows in that last round.
Well, De La Hoya
slowed down.
On my score sheet, Oscar has got to win one of these 2 rounds to win the fight. He's got to win one of the 2 of them. Otherwise, I got it a dead draw.
With the proviso that 4 and 8 were very close, that were scored for De La Hoya, and then you're into that split phenomenon.
Yeah, good body shot by Floyd. Oscar, see the legs are wide apart again. He's not driving off the back foot. He's entering the kill zone without throwing, making a lot of what I call tired mind mistakes. Got cracked with the right hand. Every time he does it, he will get cracked. No angle, straight in and not throwing. Perfect, tailor-made for counterpuncher with speed. This is vintage now, Floyd Mayweather.
And this is what happened when Oscar De La Hoya slowed down and Mayweather gets room to operate. You know, he can probably toy with him a little bit when things are going his way. Now his movement is more strategic. It's not defensive, and it's setting up his offense. And Mayweather smells weakness in De La Hoya.
There is weakness. Oscar's legs are very loose in the knee, a bit heavy in the thigh. He doesn't have a good bounce in his feet. His heels are heavy, but he still has a heavy punch. He's trying to hunt him down. Makes the mistake again of entering the kill zone without throwing. And he pays again. And he will continue to pay every time he makes this mistake, which is many, many more times he's making the mistake in this round, in the last round, than he did in the previous rounds of the fight. Again, not throwing coming in. He's going to pay.
And Mayweather is making him pay more and more with this. The right hand, he's found a spot for it. He's ducking De La Hoya's best shots here. The momentum is Mayweather.
Sorry, David. That time, he got that flurry going, but no accuracy with it. That's fatigue. Oscar's going to suck it up. This is too close to call right now. But Floyd Mayweather is outboxing him in the 10th and certainly here in the 11th round with a minute to go. Oscar's sucking wind right now, I'll tell you that. See his legs? He's really loose in the knees and heavy in the thighs. You can't catch him. The reason, again, legs too far separated. Got to have that back foot up close so he can spring off it. Just getting pot-shotted by the better boxer. Don't forget, this is one of the best boxes in the history of the sport.
And look at the foot movement here by Mayweather, back and forth as he gets De La Hoya to miss him, and then he sets up shop. And Floyd Mayweather has made 10 and 11 look very easy.
Well, it's been a boxing clinic against arguably the most popular fighter, not arguably, the most popular fighter in the world. Oscar caught him. Maybe that'll give him a second win. There's the bell. The 2. Who wants it the most? Who's in the best shape? It's all come down to this. The Colonel, Bob Sheridan, Dave Bontempo, Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, MGM Grand Garden. Look at this. The battle is on. Oscar throwing as hard as he can. Floyd ties him up, counters him, nails him with body shots. Oscar sets up in front. Now he's not making the mistake, Dave. He's throwing coming in. Floyd catches him as he turns away. Floyd trying to set him up for the right hand. Bang! Over here, though, as the jab. Floyd is extraordinary with his hand speed. Now he ties up Oscar. Kenny Bayless lets him go. He doesn't want to interfere in this fight. Doing a great job refereeing.
Mayweather hit a different gear in round 10, and he has stepped up. And De La Hoya trying to summon some magic missing with the same shots that were landing earlier just because of the split-second timing of punching a guy later in the fight when your arms are a little bit more tired.
Well, he's fatigued for sure, and the other guy is so sharp. See him countering him. Oscar trying to do what he can, but wide shots. He's not doing anything to the head. He hasn't really loaded up a right-hand shot to the head. He's trying to concentrate to the body, lining up the right hand now. There it goes. It caught him, but it didn't quite touch him. Just grazed the jaw of Floyd Mayweather. There's Oscar making the mistake again in the kill zone, getting counted.
If he does not win this fight, Oscar De La Hoya will have to look back. He hit a stamina wall around round 10.
Yeah, round 10 and 11, terrific rounds for Floyd. There's a minute to go in this round. I think it's still up for grabs. I think Floyd has outboxed him. De La Hoya may have hit him with heavier blows, trying to load up a shot. He's given it everything he's got. Look at this guy, Mayweather. He reminds me of Ali in one way. He loves the stage. Did he rise to the occasion? You bet he did. Was the stage too big? No. This is a tremendous performance by two tremendous athletes. Look at De La Hoya trying to finish strong.
De La Hoya pouring it on. Mayweather's been the better boxer, and a good right hand there by Floyd Mayweather.
Oscar tries to lean on him. 30 seconds to go to history. Will Floyd remain undefeated? How about the legs? That was a weakness in the legs. He didn't get hit.
And it was felt all throughout this building.
Yeah, everyone thought he got hit, but he didn't. Sneaky right hand. Floyd's going to get this round. I got it a draw. What a fight! How do you like it? How do you like it? How about that?
And they want to still go at it. Well, they're standing and cheering. They loved it. It was gritty. It was intense.
I got a 114-114. I got it a draw.
I've got the same with the proviso of 4 and 8, making me think that Mayweather may get a nod on the split cards like that. So if this is 1 point either way, no argument.
Remember the subliminal thing on close rounds.
Yes.
Floyd Mayweather is a hard guy to like if you don't know him. If you know him, he's beautiful. If you don't know him, and I don't know how well the judges know him, Tommy Kazmarek's from out of town. Maybe in the close rounds, he leans to De La Hoya. If he does, De La Hoya, well, it's a draw. If he doesn't, Mayweather wins.
10, 11, and 12.
Well,
Mayweather fought beautifully. That's a big stretch of rounds for him. The first round he got.
But don't forget, De La Hoya got 7, 8, and 9.
Right.
And it was dead even after 6. I mean, this is extraordinary. Hey, you're going to have to do it again, Dave. Nothing was settled here. Nothing was settled in my mind. I mean, did you see any guy beat up here? Was anybody down? Anybody hurt? Anybody visibly shaken? Oscar's never really won a close decision except for the Felix Sturm fight, and many people thought he lost that fight. So that's the only close decision he's won. But a lot of that is because he wilted. And he did wilt and fade in the last rounds of this fight, too.
He did.
But did Floyd do enough in the early rounds? Remember that round he took off?
Yep.
Remember we said it could be a big mistake? We're going to find out.
And you know, that round at 4 and 8 that went De La Hoya's way were very close. We didn't really have many close Mayweather rounds for him. So there you go. There's the scenario for this fight.
This could be one way or the other, a split decision or a draw. It's just too close to call. I got it a draw, 114-114. Dave, are you in the draw area with me?
I'm in the draw area with a bias leaning toward Mayweather, knowing that I gave 2 close rounds to De La Hoya.
Yeah, okay, I'll agree with that. So Floyd may have won it. I don't think Oscar has won it, but I think it could be a draw. If anyone has won it, because we gave those 2 close rounds, at least I did on my score sheet, to Oscar, so maybe I was sucked in. Let's listen.
MGM Grand, we go to the scorecards. Tommy Kazmarek scores the bout 115-113. De La Hoya. Chuck Jampus scores the bout 116-112. Mayweather. Jerry Roth scores the bout 115-113. 113 to the winner by split decision and new WBC Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Pretty Boy, Floyd Mayweather.
By split decision, it was that close. Tommy Kazmarek had it in favor of De La Hoya, 115-113. Jerry Roth had it in favor, 115-113 of Floyd Mayweather, and Chuck Giampa by a couple of rounds, 116-112 in favor of Mayweather, winner by split decision and remains undefeated.